Is he here? Is Gamebred here? The legend, the original BMF title holder, the one and only Jorge Masvidal. How are you, my man?
Good to see you.
Thank you so much. Please, have a seat. You've never been in this studio, right? You were in the old one when you talked about the...
Hey, man, you promised me cheeseburgers, pizza,
Did I?
types of... Where's the food?
What do you can't be eating that.
I can, of course I can. I'm on weight already, bro. I'm always on weight.
Are you really?
Fuck yeah.
How much you weigh right now?
Probably like too sexy.
Okay, that's right. You look fantastic.
Thank you, my brother.
It's so good to have you in studio.
Training my ass off. It's a long training camp, man. You know, the fight was supposed to take place at a certain date, and then it got pushed back. So I just been training nonstop, you know, getting myself ready for this fisticuff.
What was the original date?
It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's great to see you, my man.
What was it? We were targeting March, and March moved to April, now June.
And why? Why did it keep getting pushed?
Different things, you know, a little bit to do with the UFC and things like that. Nate Diaz as well side, so I just the way it happens, the cookie crumbles. But it kind of worked out for me because I've just been training this whole time like the fight's tomorrow.
Okay. How do you feel about the fact that you guys are going head-to-head with the UFC pay-per-view?
Obviously, I don't like it. You know, I never want to go against the UFC because that is me. That's my fan base. But real fight fans are going to, you know, enjoy both. They're going to be watching both and fucking have the...
Will it be maybe on before so they don't have to, like, you know, your boy Dustin's fighting for the belt?
Yeah, man, I love Dustin. I never want to go up against Dustin or anything, you know. He's another monster of the pay-per-view world. But it is what it is, you know. And anyways, we got a lot of boxers in the card, so we're really trying to go the boxing route, you know. Obviously, I never want to go against the UFC.
Yeah.
When it comes to things like that, you know.
Is the UFC going to help promote this? Because they had to, like, they gave you permission, right?
They gave me permission, and it's going to be on Fight Pass. You can purchase a fight on Fight Pass, so they'll definitely be helping with that, dropping ads and letting everybody know. So it's definitely available through your Fight Pass, you know. Okay.
Before the presser on Friday, I want to ask you specifically about it, but before you did, like, a scrum.
Yes.
And you seemed, like, pretty upset in the scrum. You called him Diva Diaz.
Yeah.
You said you were going to speak your truth. You were going to tell everyone. So why is he, in your opinion, a diva? What's going on?
You know, a lot of things, you know, I don't know if someone might get into it, but let me see. Okay, a quick one I'll throw at you. In this great state, where we at? New York, right?
This is New York State,
Great state where I got crowned the champion. He was
November 2019.
And at one point, because Vegas was booked out, a lot of places were booked out, New York was a strong possibility. He's like, I won't fight if it's in New York. I won't fight. I'm like, the fuck? What's the beef? It's fucking boxing. That was another man. You got your ass whooped. But I get it all right. Then another diva moment. He said he also wouldn't fight if the fight's in Miami. I'm not fighting if it's in Miami. Okay, cool. Well, last time I had a bad experience with my boxing match in Texas, so I'm not also fighting in Texas. What the fuck, man? And, you know, to book a venue of that magnitude, it's not like it doesn't happen in a week or a weekend. You know, it happens months in advance. So, you know, our original date, we were trying to get April 20th, but it ended up being, they had both of the biggest venues in Vegas booked, and then they ended up moving it to Brooklyn for the David Haney and Ryan Garcia fight. You know, so it's like, man, all these problems, and dude, I'm just trying to fucking fight. What are you trying to do, bro? You know, so it could have been in April and in a different place, but this dude wasn't trying to do it. So I just feel like very diva-ish, you know. And then other things I'll keep dropping on the press that are all like on the contract, and this contract side, like the way it's written out, like Nate Diaz Masvidal, well, hey, I damn nearly killed you, so that means I'm supposed to get these little privileges. Like, now I'm supposed to say Masvidal. But instead of trying to negotiate, he's just like, well, I'm not fighting if it's like that. Like, I won't fight. So the promoter's getting back to me, telling me these things like, bro, look, there's no budge in there. Like, he's not going to fight. Like, he says you just move on and go fight somebody else. I'm like, bro, do you want to fight or what, bro? Because you brought up already, and I got numerous other ones, motives not to fight, you know? So it just makes me question him, like, maybe he don't want this heat, bro.
So he wanted his name first?
Wanted his name first.
Walk out second.
At the weigh-in, walk out second. At the weigh-ins, he has to weigh in last. You know, like, brother, you didn't win the last fight. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you talking about?
Is there any part of you that's like, no, F that?
Yeah, a lot of me was F that. Like, no, motherfucker, because a big chance the fight was going to be in Miami, and they're really pushing for Miami. Obviously, we know I did so well when we went with the UFC. And Nate completely was like, I'm not going to fight in Miami. I'm not going to fight in Miami. I'm not going to fight in Miami. And I have to walk out first. I have to, like, is this guy retarded? How would you walk out last in my city? You know, like, I am not going to walk out fucking first in my city against you. I already mopped you up, you know. So these things are like make me question his fucking motives, bro. You want to scrap or what, bro? Or you want to fucking?
So why did you ultimately agree to it?
Cause I want to fucking beat his ass, bro.
You don't care.
And the UFC gave me permission to go do all this, you know? So I'm not gonna let this dude stop it. Like if it would have been him, it would have been somebody else, you know? But it's just like, all right, I don't care. I'm Ultimate Fighter, bro. I'm actually from the UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship. I want to fuck everybody up, man. Especially if I'm gonna get a paycheck on this. So okay, I signed off on all the things, and it's still a problem, you know. And even with this date, you know, we could have pushed it back a week once the UFC announced that they were gonna go June 1st, and I was willing to go. I think it's Memorial Weekend or something, the weekend before, and we would have fought that weekend. But he was like, nah, I already announced on my Instagram that I'm fighting on this day, so I don't give a fuck about the UFC. We'll go head-to-head with him. I'm like, that's just not good business, you know? I'm a fucking promoter. He claims to be a promoter. Like, it's just not good business. There's absolutely nothing that weekend. We could take over that weekend.
I like that weekend much better if I'm being honest.
Well, you know...
I don't love you guys going just from a business standpoint.
Of course. I'm trying to sell pay-per-view.
There's nothing happening Memorial Day weekend.
And I finally I carved out something nice for myself where I'm getting a good amount of the pay-per-view, you know, boxing style. So you know, I have a great guarantee, but the back end could be way bigger than the guarantee, you know? So why not go when there's absolutely none? But this dude is like, I'm not employed by the UFC. I don't give a fuck about the UFC. We'll go head-to-head with him. Like, but it's just stupid to me, man. It's just like bad business, you know? So for all these reasons, I'm a little extra amped up, you know, because now you fucking with my pockets on top of it, man. I don't want to go against the UFC. And the UFC knows, they talked to me many times about this, and they're like, bro, it is what it is. That's your call, Gamebred. I'm like, well, it's not my call. You know, I just signed up to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's it, basically.
What was the vibe you got from him on Friday at the first stop of this this tour?
I felt like he didn't want to be there.
Really?
That's what I felt like. Like, he didn't want to be there, and I get it. Maybe he had, like, weed to smoke and fucking vegan plates to eat or something, or somewhere cooler to be. But, like, his energy, the way I was reading him, like, he didn't really want to be there, you know? And he knows one thing, that whether I'm in shape or not, like, man, I'm coming to fight. You know, I'm coming to fight. So if you pull that shit you pulled out with the little fucking Mickey Mouse club guy, the guy fighting Tyson out, if you show up like that to my fight, yeah, that fucker, if you show up like that to our fight, you know what's going to happen. It's going to happen rather quick, because I'm just going to put the pressure on you right away, man. And I'm not going to let you slide for no 10 rounds coming out of shape off the couch like that. That's not the same Nate Diaz we're accustomed to in, like, the UFC and stuff. I don't think he took Jake seriously at all, you know? So I hope he's been preparing and get himself ready for war, because he knows it's just the way I roll, bro, the way I scrap. I'm trying to kill your ass.
Is there any part of you that is, worried is not the best word, but, like, wondering if he will, in fact, show up?
Shit, if he doesn't, that's on his ass, you know?
But do you doubt this at all? Based on what you said his body language was and all this other stuff, like, are you... he doesn't have a history of doing that.
He doesn't have a history of doing it, you know? So in the back of my mind, I'm like, nah, I don't think Buddy will pull out, you know? But it's just like, I kind of question some of these motives. Like, bro, how about if I would have said, okay, you know what? You're not walking out.
Yeah.
We're not fighting, then, like, you're gonna lose out on a fight like that and something so negotiable when the chips are on, like, my side. But at the end of the day, like I said, I want to fight, you know? When this opportunity got offered to me, I was very excited to box, and here I am.
Considering your other great paydays, where does this one stack up? It's good? You're happy?
Wow, wow, wee, wow.
Yeah, okay.
It's very good money.
Yes, okay.
No, this is very good money, brother. For myself, for my family, this is...
Is this the most ever?
We made it. I don't know if I can say that on camera.
I'm not asking you specifics.
But if I was just to be talking to you and we forget about the camera, brother, it's a big ass check.
Okay, I'm happy.
It's not just big. It's big as fuck. It's some serious ass money, man.
And the promoter is Fanmio.
Fanmio.
Who did the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight.
Yes, sir.
And what's your experience like so far with them?
Fucking amazing, man. I mean, this guy's over-delivered on everything he's fucking told me, you know?
This is Solomon.
This is Solomon, brother. And met him. We talked. He's like, hey, you know, I want you to come box for my thing. And I was like, I'm signed to UFC, brother. It's not that easy. He's like, all right, I'll talk to them, see what we could do. I was like, this motherfucker's barking up the wrong tree, bro. You're not gonna... Yeah. This is the UFC, man. Yeah. You know? And he's like, he had some chips that he can move and pieces he can move. And the UFC was like, all right, you know, we have this, you got that, pop, pop, pop. We'll let you borrow a boy for 3 fights. So here
wow, 3 fights.
3 fights, bro. You ain't never heard of that?
Wow.
Oh, I got let out for 3 fights.
All boxing?
Man. All boxing.
So when did this all... Because actually I noted it was...
Been a year, the deal.
Well, so you said goodbye April of 2023.
Yeah.
around almost exactly this time. And when did this all start afterwards?
I want to, you know, I didn't know of it, but Solomon and Dean Tool, shout out to my brother Dean Tool, we're talking maybe, I'm going to say since like, you know, May.
Oh, wow.
September.
Okay.
Boom.
When did it get on your radar?
I'm going to say like October.
Okay. And were you in right away, or did you have to think about it? Like, were you already checked out, I'm never fighting again?
No, at this point, I was like, fuck, man. A lot happened in my life, so I was like, this is the only thing that keeps me grounded. I need to train not once a day, but like twice a day. I need to just stay moving, whether I'm promoting and making all this money on the side. I just, this is what keeps me calm. This is my temple, my peace, you know? And then it just happened to be when they gave me the opportunity, I was like, this is the greatest task to not only fund my operations, you know, but to fucking keep the temple clean, keep the mind right. And then when the opponents started showing the opponent list, because the original opponent wasn't Nate, you know, it was several opponents on the list, I saw that and I was like, wow, I fucking love it. There's a lot of opponents on that list that it would be a dream matchup to box. So I jumped right all over it, you know.
So part of the deal with UFC was they gave you a list of names.
The money wasn't bad either, you know. I'm not doing it because of the money, but the money wasn't bad.
But is that accurate? They gave you a list of names, right?
You know, a bunch of list of names.
Could I ask like who some of the names were?
Some well-known boxing figures. I'll tell you that much.
Did you pursue any of them? Like, were any of them close?
No. We're still working on the bigger names, and hopefully by the time the Nate Diaz fight is done, we'll have these bigger names nice and carved out. They signed, I signed, so then I could start talking about it, you know. But it's gonna be, we're having the same discussion when the next name comes. It's gonna be a big boxing name, another household name. And you have to win though, right? Like you can't. Of course.
But I know you don't doubt that. But like, is it all contingent on you winning this fight? Like, does the 3 fights only happen if you win this fight?
I mean, it only happens to the magnitude that we want it to happen if I win these fights, you know. And I don't even think of like losing, you know.
Right. No, of course. Jake Paul has mentioned that he was not one of the names.
Yeah, he's not one of the names. And I'll address that little coward right now because I know he'd be watching this shit like a little creep.
Right here,
Is this camera right here?
Yeah.
Talking to this little pervert creep that be creeping on your show, brother. Listen, man, the UFC don't like your bitch ass. Dana White don't like your bitch ass. Obviously, Hunter Campbell don't like your bitch ass. So he said, we're not going to let you make money with this guy because at the end of the day, we're partners, right? Like me and Nate going to make money right now, whether he likes me or not, or whether he likes the situation or not. We're about to make a fucking ton of money. They don't care for that motherfucker. They're like, we're not going to make any money. That's why Dana went and sponsored Tyson's camp and is helping him out and all that shit. And like he gets behind Tyson because they don't like his ass, bro. Jake has done too much shit to like Dana that's not cool, and that's our chief in command. So I get it that they don't want me to fuck with him and make him any type of notoriety and money. They don't give a fuck about him. Now, fucking Jake runs up on me somewhere else where it's not like a ring or something. We could find out, bro, because you're talking about the PFL. What the fuck are you gonna do in MMA? Are you kidding me? You can't even box. Now all of a sudden you fucking MMA, I'd kick your fucking kneecap off your fragile body. You dumb motherfucker. Don't ever bring up MMA, you disrespectful piece of shit. And I'll tell you why. I've been doing that shit since this motherfucker was fucking sucking on fucking bananas and shoving them down his throat on fucking YouTube to get hits. I was fucking fighting grown-ass men since the age of 18. My whole fucking life. For this guy to call me out in MMA, like, get the fuck out of here, bro, you fucking dream-selling bitch. And I get emotional because I love my fucking sport, bro, and I represent my sport, you know? See that little bubblehead motherfucker right there? That's right. Me right there, motherfucker.
Shout out.
Who's this idiot to call me out in MMA?
He tweeted about you guys. You saw this?
You know, and he knows
$10 million.
Well, like, bro, and what, I'm gonna take a pay cut to go fucking fight at another organization? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking bum. UFC takes care of me well, bro. You don't know what the fuck people make because we don't put it out online, you know? But he doesn't know what the fuck I make. Now I'm gonna take a pay cut to fight some fucking clown? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
10 mil is a pay cut for you. It's good to be the king.
In the UFC, I could get some nice numbers. In boxing, I get, you know, maybe a little bigger numbers, you know? So
is there not a case to be made he's such an easy opponent, just take...
Yeah, but in the UFC, I'm signed to the UFC. Under no circumstances, the UFC is going to say, here's one of our top draws, PFL, take him.
So can I play devil's advocate? Do you think he's throwing this out because he knows it can't happen?
Of course, man. Okay. I can't go to the PFL. I can't go to no other MMA organization.
Nate can, though.
Yeah, Nate can do whatever the fuck he wants. But me, I'm still signed to the UFC. I still have fights at home. I retired, and they said, you what? We love you, bro. You've done so much for the company. You want to go box, man? We'll let you go do your thing. go fucking make your money. But obviously, I can't go fight for another company and make that company blow up. Now, there's no way I could be in PFL. There'd be no way they'd let me go do that, you know?
Who do you think wins in an MMA match? Jake or Nate?
I would have to put all my chips on Nate if he's like training the right way and he takes it seriously. I mean, whenever the fight hits the floor, it's a done deal now. Does Nate want to prove a point and stand with him and stuff? I don't know, but I would just feel that if Nate's mind's right and his body's right, it doesn't get out of the first round. You know?
When all this happened with the list and all that stuff, was there any part of you that's like, you know what, I do want to fight, I do miss it. Why don't I just go back to MMA? Why?
Yeah, definitely, you know, because first I started missing MMA.
Yeah. How long did that take after you retired?
It took a little minute, bro, and I went the most stagnant I had ever gone in my life. I went like, I don't know, 45, 55 days without doing anything.
No exercise?
No exercise.
What'd you do?
Just fucking being a bum and a fucking degenerate and fucking just being something that I haven't been my whole life. Just fucking, you know, all of a sudden I'm going out every fucking day and
you were in retirement. You were having fun.
Yeah. You know, call it that, but that's not me. You know, I'm like that's not me. You know, and I fucking quickly like the first 2 weeks or 3, 4, 5 days like it's pretty fun. You know, everywhere I go in Miami, everybody knows me. I'm getting everything for free. I'm partying. You know, and then like this ain't me, God. You know, but I didn't really know what was going on. But the main thing that was missing was all through my life, and I've said in numerous interviews, no matter how bad things were going in my life, or I didn't have a place to go, I didn't have a meal to eat or anything, as long as I made it to the gym, the day just turned out fine. My body felt great, my mind felt great, my spirit was in a good mood. And then when I got to that gym, all of a sudden, I could find a way to get some food, or you want to stay on my couch, let's go, boom, I'm in that, you know, like the gym would always fix everything from top to bottom, you know? And obviously praying to God and always just asking for God for the strength. So I kind of forgot about that for a second, and I started kind of finding like in the depression. And then as everybody knows, man, my pops got locked up again. Boom, they took his ass, you know? And that's when it fucking hit me. And seeing him get locked up again at fucking, I don't know, 38 at the time, was like, I felt like I was a fucking little boy again, like a kid, you know?
Wow.
And I saw that and it hit me so fucking hard that just like by default, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go work out. And as soon as they took my dad away and I saw the whole thing, I got to my spot, put my running shoes on, I ran for like 2 hours. I hadn't done shit for like 50 days.
Wow.
And it was a tough run, but I felt great. And during it, I was able to like solve a lot of problems just as I always did, because your mind goes off. I started thinking, I was like, man, I can't believe I haven't dealt with this. Started fixing things. When I got back, I felt great. So on that very day, I vowed to myself, I'm gonna work out every fucking day, whether I compete or not. It's my nature. What the fuck is wrong with me? You know, I was a cool kid long enough. Now I need to fucking do what I've always done, which is take care of my body. And I started to, and then that was like sometime in April-ish or something. And I'm already starting to just train without, you know, a purpose. And then, boom, this boxing deal falls in my lap. And I was like, man, it's all aligned. God loves me. Like, God wants me to stay on this path. Because if not, why would I get this call? Why would I get this opportunity, you know? By the way, when I leave, this one's for you, brother.
Yeah, what is this?
True, it's my company, dog.
This is your new company? What kind of company?
My new company's been my company, man. We've been around.
Okay, what is it? Is it some wacky tobacco? What do we got?
No tobacco. Right?
Okay, no, that's what we call
the rolling paper.
Okay, the paper. Okay, nice.
And we got the merch, bro. And it's called Tree on Fire.
I like it.
You know?
It's nice. I like the orange.
Yes, sir.
Because of the Sunshine State, orange. When you retired last year, ultimately, I know we spoke like the Monday after, but now like with some reflection, why? If all this makes you feel so good, you love it so much, why did you walk away on that night?
You know, it was many things many kind of outside factors that were happening in my life that were kind of, you know, messing me up a little bit in training, just slightly knocking me off my where you need to be at, you know, and I'm a little bit older, so now I can't pull some of these things off, and I wasn't like where I needed to be, you know, and injuries as well. Just like injuries that you get in a camp, you start strong in a camp, and you know, no diss to boxing, but it's just a different grind, you know, where I'm running, hitting bags, hitting pads, and I'm sparring. As an MMA, you just have a different grind, man. It's just different. Whether it be your back, your neck, you know, and some of these injuries I've had already for a good amount of time, and it just kind of kept getting worse. I'm like, I need a little break from it, you know? And this is kind of like my little break for me.
Okay. Did you know in the back of your mind you'd be back?
Yeah, at some point. I was like, yeah.
No, but like even that night when you walked away.
No, at that night, I'm just pissed off, man. I'm like, fuck. I'm just so mad. But I still know, like, man, this is the thing is that it's the fucking greatest drug I ever took. Probably better than sex. Best roller coaster I've been on. It's like the whole fight experience.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. I love it. You know, I love it. The everything, the preparation leading up to. Do I like to run? No. Do I like to lift weights? No. Do I like to diet? Fuck no. You know, but all these things make you like a better athlete, and in turn also like make you a better person, making these right decisions to constantly hit those markers. So I was like, hell yeah, bro. I'm gonna come back at some point. I just didn't know when.
Did you think because you were in Miami, there was even more reason? Like, okay, this is
definitely. You
like
know,
if this was some random place, maybe you wouldn't have felt compelled to do it.
Maybe not, maybe yeah, but you know, it's where I started.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, it's where I'll finish. You know, and now I'm back.
It's a crazy thing because often I think I may even asked you in that interview, like, you know, combat sports retirements don't usually last the first time.
Right.
So now you're one of those.
Yeah. Now I'm one.
Do you think you'll ever do MMA again?
For sure.
Oh, really? So you're fully back.
I told the UFC that after these 3 fights, if they, you know, while we were working out the deal, I was like, man, y'all let me go do these 3 fights. I'll come back and bust somebody's chops up for you.
Damn.
And they were like, okay, we like that.
How many more you have with them?
With
UFC.
I'm gonna say 5 fights.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember a time in the spring of 2020, because it's funny to hear you say like commander in chief and all this stuff. And I'm not trying to stir the pot, but like you were kind of you were pushing back. Remember all that?
And I still,
you were on ESPN Sports Center. Remember that?
Yeah.
Talking about like fighter pay and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now you seem very happy.
You know, is the pay perfect? No, nothing's perfect. You know, does the UFC take care of me? Yeah. They take care of me, you know. But it also took, it's something that I always like, you know, go in my mind. Because when we stopped with negotiations, it was like 7 weeks before the Usman fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gilbert stepped up and took the fight. And then he got sick. And then they called me 6 days to go. And it's just like I had him by the balls, you know. Like the deal that I got, I had him by the balls. I don't know if other people will get that deal in their lifetime. I don't know. But I truly had him by the balls, and I always contemplate, like, all the money that I made in the fight, or if I would have just took a much lesser check, got the title or something, because I was well prepared, in shape, not cutting 20 pounds in 6 days, you know? Like, all those things factor in my mind, but at the end of the day, you know, that's why I was able to get that deal, because of the 6-day notice.
Okay.
If not, I wasn't getting that deal, man.
Do you regret it?
Do I regret it? Yeah, there's nights that I fucking regret it, you know. I wake up in my mansion, my silk sheets, I hop in my fucking $300,000 car, drop my kids off work, and as cool as that sounds, I still regret it, bro. I'm still like, damn, okay, I would have took a much less considerable pay cut on that day. But fuck, man, isn't this what I signed up for? Isn't the belt what I signed up for? Fuck, if I got fucking all the Versace I could ever wear and
But you're a prize fighter, ultimately. Isn't it better to have the money?
You know, and always in the back of my mind, one thing that stuck with me was like Strikeforce. I fought for their world title, you know, and I made pennies on that, man.
Right.
Like $16,000 in
a
6-month training camp, because I kept getting pushed back from September 1 to October to November to finally December. And then I fucking destroyed my hand in that fight, and I was out for some time, fucking nothing. No money coming in, absolutely, because there's no sponsors back then, nothing. So that one always stuck with me. I'm like, the next time I fight for a world title, it's gonna be some serious ass fucking money. If not, I just won't do it, you know?
That week was insane. Cause like you know, it was during the pandemic. That was the first one on Fight Island. Yeah. But I mean, I don't think you should regret it. You don't still regret it.
No, I don't regret it. Just a part of me just like a lot of the times wakes up in the middle of the night like, fuck, man. Yeah. What would it have been like, you know, if I was properly prepared for that fucking fight, not goofing off, not living, you know, how I was living. You know, I was going to the gym a couple times a week, once or twice. Yeah, I think Dustin Poirier was gonna fight Dan Hooker. So I was giving him a couple rounds like once a week. I show up to the gym and just spar, and that's it. I just spar and then take off. You know, and that's all the cardio that I was doing. You know, I wasn't running, I wasn't training or nothing. So I just like, damn, could have been, you know, maybe it could have been a little different, man. Not to knock on Usman and that, but you know, it's just something that I contemplate. Like, fuck,
you and Usman are cool now, right?
I mean, we were never really like actual beef, you know, nothing like that. Like this other scumbag that I can't mention his name because the feds are running here. Okay. You know, yeah, he said things I didn't like, and I said a bunch of shit he didn't like and stuff like that. But we always kept it within those lines of like respect, you know. And then he's a hell of a competitor. He came out and he did his thing in the second fight. The first fight was like, oh, whatever, bro, you could have fought me. And then he went out to the second fight and he fucking fought me, man. So for that, I just had tons of respect, and I just got a bunch of respect from him now. Now he's doing the same shit, went and fought fucking, what's his face, in like 10 days notice, you know? It's fucking, it takes balls to do that. And he knows now because he did it like, yeah, this motherfucker is a G for doing that shit, you know? And I had just seen Usman, right? Like the day before that got signed, I was out and about in Miami, late as fuck, like 4 in the morning. Someone touching me like that, Master, I go, boom. I was ready to fuck time because this is right after my retirement.
Yeah.
I was like, don't nobody touch me.
Yeah.
I fucking turn around. It's Usman. I go, what the fuck? He goes, what's up, man? What are you doing here? I go, this is my city. What are you doing here? He's like, man, I'm chilling, bro. And I was like, all right. And then
Just on the street like that?
Yeah, we were somewhere, you know? And fucking, it was a good time. And then the next day, I see this motherfucker signing up to fight fucking what's his face? I'm like, bro, fucking wild man. Let's go, bro.
Yeah. By the way, that weight cut in July of 2020, Fight Island, was that the worst one ever? The 6-day notice one.
That was a bad one. That was, of my later part of my career, that was a bad one. And then remember, I used to fight at 155. And I had maybe like 2 or 3 weight cuts there that just fucking hurt me and haunted me for life, you know?
Really?
Really bad.
Which is the worst one? Do you remember? Like where you thought maybe you wouldn't make it?
I like Quinto ended up being like a horrible one, man.
Really? Virginia? Yeah. Why?
I got sick. This happened to me a couple times, especially at 55. Like, I'd be getting ready to fight and your body's like already weak. And then you catch like a fucking cold or something, or you get fucking the flu or something, and you get fucked up. I can't go to the gym or nothing, like fucked up, like 6, 7 days fucked up. And then my weight shooting down, and I'm like, all right, well, at least I'm not heavy. At least I got that under control because I'm not eating, I'm not doing anything. Then when I started to get better, it's like my weight would shoot up and it would stay up and I couldn't fucking get it off. And I had a horrible time in the Al fight. And Mike Cheshire fight, I had a very bad one as well. I don't know why that one ended up being, I actually missed weight. Both fights, I missed weight the first time, then they gave me the 2 hours and I came back. I fucking made the weight because you can't fuck around. Once you sign that dotted line, you gotta be a man, you gotta do your part. It could have been so much easier for me to be like, oh, I missed weight by 4 pounds, here you go, take this.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. But nah, you can't do that as a man, as a fucking athlete, or as a woman. Once you sign that fucking dotted line, do yourself and do your fucking opponent, give him the respect by showing up on weight, you know? So I've never missed weight in my UFC career, and I hold that with a fucking huge badge of honor, you know?
Speaking of women cutting weight, what about Kayla? 135, you see that?
I'm telling you about my girlfriend.
She is unbelievable.
People are gonna find out, and props to Holly, she's just a monster. I think Holly's...
You were there on Saturday, right?
Yes, I was. Holly's one of these all-time greats, a legend. She's willing to fight the best of the best, the up-and-coming, the most fucking established champion and everything in between. And I just give so much prop to Holly. She's still doing that. To fight a fucking animal like Kayla, it's just not very benefiting for her style either. But Kayla's gonna fucking buzzsaw through the division. I swear to you, Kayla's gonna buzz. She
looked incredible. Were you worried about 135 for her?
You know, at first when she originally signed up, yeah, I was, because I used to see her. I've been her teammate 5 years, and I've watched her get down to 145, and I know she's hurting and stuff, and you know, she has fucking ashy Larry lips, and her teeth are huge because her gums are strong, and I'm like, damn, she cut a ton of weight to get to 45. But man, if there's one thing that girl has, is fucking the mindset where, okay, I can't eat a carb for fucking 7 months, done. I don't want to eat no carbs ever again. Like, she could just fucking get the job done, you know? So I was... Well, I talked to her maybe like, I don't know, 3 weeks before the fight. She was like, man, actually my body's shaving off the weight good. I'm feeling great. I'm gonna fuck shit up. And when she told me that, I was like, she's not gonna have a problem with the weight cut, you know? She looked a little sucked out, like when she did the interviews after, her cheeks were sunken in and stuff like that. But I knew she'd hydrate well, and fucking, she's just a monster, bro. There's not a lot of chicks that like beat up dudes in the gym that are like decent dudes. She's one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Her like versus Amanda. What do you think? What do you think? This is the big one. I'm
the biggest Amanda Nunes fan.
I know.
Bro, I fucking love Amanda. Amanda is the other chick that I could see beating up dudes in the gym and be like, it doesn't happen often, you know?
You see her video?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
You know, and they're both so great at what they do. You know?
Yeah.
Amanda's fucking hands are devastating, and she can keep the fight on the feet. It's so hard to take her down. Kayla, if she gets you down, bro, it's a problem. I mean, Holly's no slouch.
Yeah.
Holly knows what she's doing. Holly was able to take Ronda down like twice, and she's not a slouch on the ground. She knows her thing, but you just saw like the vastness of, man, you're fighting a fucking gorilla with clothing on. and Kayla when she gets you down on the ground. And her striking's getting better and better. She's fucking powerful. She fucking threw a high kick and then double legged. It was fucking like beautiful. So it's one of these things like I don't think, well, I know for a fact Amanda's never fought no one like Kayla, and Kayla's never fought no one like Amanda. But Amanda has been out for some time. She hasn't been training like that. Kayla's like one of the most dedicated athletes I've seen. She's got 2 full-time kids, and this girl never misses a gym session. Early is on time, and on time is late with her. Like, she's fucking constantly trying to talk shit to me if I'm showing up like a minute late. She's fucking halfway across the mat. You motherfucker, you're late. Like, she's that person. So I'll put my money on Kayla right now.
Wow.
You know, I'll put my money
I'm not asking you how.
Don't kick my ass, Amanda. She gonna beat me up now.
By the way,
I'll put my money on Kayla.
Renato Moicano said the same.
Put his money on Kayla?
He didn't say put his money, but he said, it's so hard. But ultimately, he said he's going to side with Kayla because he likes them both just like you. But, and you don't have to tell me how it went.
Shout out to my boy Moicano.
Yo,
We've been
killing it,
for a minute.
Yeah, well, you know what's amazing? But wait, before we get to Moicano, can I just ask you, the training sessions that they had together, were you ever there for that?
I was there. Yeah, I was there for one of not the one I wanted to be. The first time they trained, I didn't get to see that one. I heard all about it.
Okay.
And I would spill my guts to you, but you can't.
No, you can't do that. That's gym. That's gym etiquette. Yeah.
And I was there for other ones, and I could tell you, it's a fucking pay-per-view.
Oh man.
It's a pay-per-view because it's just, you know.
I would love to see it.
They're both felines that are not gonna give an inch to no other chick. They're just like they're gonna piss on the fucking tree with their leg up like they're a male dog, and they're not gonna let no one go near that tree. Like, they're fucking competitive as fuck. And they ultimately, the sessions that they had were, you count them in like a hand, you know, because they were just getting too rowdy with each other where they're gonna end up getting hurt because they're going on fight mode the full time. You know, it's not either one of them is backing down, whether it be striking or whether it be grappling, they're going hard with each other. So it's going to be one of the best women's fights ever when it happens. And it's going to happen because I see Kayla. She's going to bust out through the division, like I said. Yeah. She's going to grab that mic. She's going to call out Amanda. Amanda's going to come back.
It's going to be sick.
It's going to be insane, bro.
Yo, what about ATT? I think you guys went 7-0 this weekend. You see that?
Did I see
Armin.
that? Fuck, I lived that life, bro. You know, it's no diss to anybody. It's like a fan of a team, and like it's one thing to be like a fan of a team, but like this is me, man. I'm one of the pillars of American Top Team. You know, whether it be Moicano, whether it be freaking Kayla, you know, Armin, all of them. I've blood, sweat, and fucking seen them go through it, and I've worked out with them. I've worked out with Armin numerous fucking rounds. Was telling everybody like, this kid's a fucking problem. Worked out with Moicano numerous times. Seen him fucking just wiping the floor with everybody and fucking BJJ and bettering his boxing and everything. So I know these motherfuckers are fucking like what they go through, you know. So it makes me so proud. Shoeface over at PFL, like, man, I've had so many camps with this guy, just fucking working the worst positions in my life, starting with him. Like for Damian Maia, I'd fucking eat, sleep, and fucking dinner with this guy, you know, because it was just every day the best jiu-jitsu guy that I could get on. And he was a guy in fucking, okay, it's just like, it's amazing. You know, all the other guys that we had at PFL, Conan's son as well, I've seen that kid, and I've known him since he's like 14 years old, and now he's fucking doing his thing on the world stage, you know. So it's fucking so amazing to see my team, American Top Team, just fucking crushing. To go 4-0 in UFC 300, it's like, I can't even put that into words, you know. And then other gyms try to compete for the #1 spot. There is no fucking competing, fuckers. You know, we might lose one fight here, one fight there, but overall, there is no fucking competing with us. The greatest team in the world. Fucking Bo Nickal, are you fucking kidding me?
He was mad. He was...
Yeah, fucking, you know. Bo's another fucking animal. All these I don't know how many rounds I got with this fucking animal as well, you know. To see all these motherfuckers do their thing and do it like that, it's so fucking like, fuck yeah, man. It just fucking fuels me up to have been there at UFC 300. All of them just gave me like, all right, I got another 7 weeks of grinding. Let's fucking go. Every week like it's fight week, balls to the wall, you know.
Do you think Bo could beat Khamzat right now? Because Khamzat was talking about his wrestling, or is that premature?
Look, if Khamzat gets into a wrestling with Bo, Khamzat fucking loses. Usman literally came up off the couch. Usman was literally partying with me, you know. I'm not gonna throw him on the bus or none, but I could tell you he wasn't in the fucking anywhere near the shape he should have been for that fucking fight. And second and third round, second round maybe it's a swing round, third round he clearly busted him up. Everybody gave Usman that round. So it's just a thing where I know that fucker gasses hard, man. And Bo's not gonna gas. Like I've just seen it with my fucking own. Bo's not gonna gas. Could he get caught with a shot right now because he's still early in his career? Yeah, that could happen. But other than that, he'll break fucking whatever his fucking name is. He'll fucking break the dude. If they get into wrestling scrambles, especially, he'll break them even faster, you know? And I know for a fact he can't keep up that pace. Now, he could wrestle like that with guys that they can't wrestle back into him, you know? Like strikers, or he could be a nightmare for a lot of guys that don't have that wrestling. But for Bo, it's one of our best wrestlers to come out in this country in a long time. His shots are limited. He's going to have to keep it to the feet and hope he can close his eyes and fucking boom, catch Bo. If not, it's going to be a fucking bad night for what's his face, bro. We
were mentioning Moicano. To me, what I love so much about his story is this guy's in the UFC for like 10 years. No one knows anything about him. He does no interviews, no nothing. And now you see he's so funny. He's entertaining. The personality. He's talking about the economy and all this stuff. He's incredible. Where has this guy been? Did you always know that he had this in him, this like showman?
You know, at the gym, he's kind of like quiet, you know, and then he has like a little group of people that he'll talk to, you know, so we know he has personality. But I think he's seen like, man, I want this money. I gotta start, you know, opening up the mouthpiece and let everybody know I got a mouthpiece as well. And he's doing a fucking amazing job. His post speeches is just something I look forward to. Just fuck everybody.
Yes, he's incredible.
It's amazing. I don't know what's gonna come out of his mouth. I love this motherfucker, dude. The style is also amazing. He's so fight friendly, you know. If he's not finishing a guy, he's close to getting finished, and then he comes back, you know. And he has some of the best fucking ground game I've ever seen, period. Walk through the doors of American Top Team. And that's talking about all the numerous Mundial champions we've had straight from Guy, great wrestling people, BJJ people. He has some of the most phenomenal groundwork I've ever seen. And I've seen him run through everybody in the fucking gym, get their back and tap them out like it's nothing. Like this guy's next level on the ground for real, man.
Okay, so you were there. Max Gaethje points to the ground. That's your belt. You were the first one to hold it.
So and it's so awesome that Max has it right now. Like I couldn't think of a better motherfucker.
He is the guy, right? He is that guy.
Well,
what are you thinking? What are you thinking when you see this? He's winning the fight. He's up 4 rounds to none. It's done. He could have just walked around like this. He says, "Let's go right now, me and you."
That's a BMF, and he understands the code of the BMF. Like, one of us here got to be no longer on their feet when this bell rings, man. It just
it was crazy.
And the thing, one BMF has the fastest knockout, and the other BMF has like the latest knockout in a fight pop, right? It has
459. Yeah. Well, Yair and Zombie was 459 of the 5th round. Remember that one with the elbow?
Because when I looked and they were like showing the replay on the live, it was saying 0-0.
Yeah, because you
know, and no, this was like the replay afterwards. It was saying like 0-0, so it was like bang, boom.
It was nuts.
But you know, like bang, and then the bell rings. You know, so it could have been marked at like 0, like bro.
But no one's gonna stand in the way of that. It was just too great.
It's the greatest fucking thing ever. And after going through that battle, and like you said, he's up, you know, worst case scenario, 3-2, you know, but he's fucking clearly winning the fight in my book. Gaethje had some moments, but he was never, like, controlling winning the fight, you know. So for him to do that at a little point, like, when that dude points to the ground, wherever the fuck you become an Olympic track sprinter. Do the opposite. Don't fucking engage. Man, he's everybody's favorite fighter. He's all fighter's favorite fighter. I've always loved Max, and now it's like, man, fuck this guy.
Can he beat Ilya?
That's another guy I love, man. I've been talking about since he came into the UFC, and Ilya's like my little brother, but I love this motherfucker, man. That's going to be a heartbreaking fight because I'm a huge fan of Max. Huge fan of Max. But I know Ilya very personally, you know. I've trained with him a lot of times. I've seen him since, you know, like his first, second, third, fourth, fifth UFC fight. I'm telling everybody, like, watch out for this dude. He's going to be a champion. Yeah. Now he goes and does it against a fight that I didn't think was, like, the most favorable for him against fucking Volk, which is another animal, the cream of the crop, apex fucking predator. And he pulled it off relatively easy fashion, you know. So I was stunned, to tell you the truth, the way that he did it, you know. From the Max and Ilya fight, man, I love Ilya, I love Max. I'll give, when the fight gets closer,
okay, you'll sit on the fence. That's cool.
I'll fake.
But you know, I'm wondering.
That's gonna be one of the greatest. I'll be there live for that one. I promise you. Wherever the fuck, if it's in fucking Moon,
Spain,
I'll buy my ticket. I'm going to fucking Spain. 100% I'm there. But if it's in the Moon, if it's in Jupiter, I'm fucking there. It's gonna be one of the greatest fights at 145.
One thing I was wondering about, like, if they fight, will the BMF title be on the line? But then I was thinking of your fight. when you fought Usman after winning it, it wasn't on the line.
And
why not?
It'd be at 145 anyways. Max won it at 155.
But BMF should be anytime, anywhere, any weight, no problem.
But also, when Dana did it, remember he said it's 101, and they weren't planning on doing it again.
Yeah, okay.
He said, like,
so do you think if he fights Ilya, the belt should be on the line?
That's up to them. That's up to Ilya and Max to discuss what's on the line. I'm putting this on the line. You're putting that. That's up to them. You know,
okay.
Like, mainly
it's different
it's up
rules.
to Max because he's the one that went up to weight, fought one of the most dangerous guys we have at 155, and did his thing. So it's really up to Max if he's gonna put it up or not. You know.
What's up with you and Justin? I saw him. He said some stuff I saw recently about you.
I didn't even know.
You didn't know?
No.
Yeah, he said. You want me to read it?
Please.
Here it is. He said. Sorry, let me get this. Okay, he.
Because I had said about him is that I want to fight him for the BMF belt at some point in my career. Yeah.
No interest. Okay, let me get the quote here. It is. You said if you put the BMF, you want to fight him, and then he responded with, "The only orbital." This is to DC. The only orbital Masvidal got broken is against Kamaru Usman, and I love to see it. He fucking cheap shotted Colby Covington and didn't break his orbital bone. Nothing more special than seeing all that mist come off his face. And then after that, he said, when effing Kamaru put a hole through it, this is his words, don't get mad at me. He's fat as fuck. I fight at 155 pounds so he can fuck off.
Yeah, man, the guy's like fucking Homer Simpson CTD down. And I don't want to talk too much shit about him because he just got fucking flatlined. So, I'm hoping our paths cross in the UFC, you know, because this would be like a very good comeback fight for me, easy fight for me. I mean, he's literally just walking forward, eating shots, no head movement, no nothing. So it's definitely a guy I'd love to fucking stick my face through. Nothing personal. Obviously, he seems like he's a little personal that I make picks and stuff, but I would love to bust fucking Gaethje's face up, you know. Let him heal for this because he might never come back the same, right? Because that was a war that he went through, and then on top of that, he got fucking executed, you know. So Gaethje can say whatever the fuck he wants, but I really, like, I'm not giving a fuck about him, but if our paths do cross path, I'd light that motherfucker up.
What was it like being there in the building, 300? Did it feel different? Did it feel special?
It felt special.
I like that they brought back the old graphics and the music and stuff.
I loved it. It's like the fights were getting on. It was nuts, bro, because it was like one good fight after another good fight. Great. After another good, the Jiri fight was fucking insane, bro. Jiri, my hat's off to Jiri because he got worked that first round. Like I was looking at his leg, and his leg was fucked up, man. And this guy's like if it wasn't his leg, you know, just going through that samurai mindset, bro. And Rocky used to be at American Top Team, and I've seen this guy train personally. Like he has gifted power. I saw him lay out maybe in the course of like, I don't know, he was at 2 or 3 weeks, like maybe 2 or 3 different sparring partners, like, put him down, out, with 16-ounce gloves, just fucking out, like, snowing, like, damn, this guy's got raw power, like, he's a natural, you know, with the power. So I thought this fight for Jiri was gonna be tough, you know, because I know Rocky's very, very technical, good kickboxing, as we saw, it was low kicks moving, check hook, and then boom, straight right, and Jiri's mindset is just fucking out of this world. My hat's off to Jiri, bro, because that was fucking impressive, bro. That was one of the fights of the night for a fact.
For sure.
Max and Holloway had to happen
100%.
for a fact. That's fight of the night, performance of the night, knockout of the night. It was crazy, man. Jiri, and Jiri's just coming off a knockout.
Yeah.
Right?
Getting knocked out by Alex.
Yeah, his mindset is just, it's not like everybody else's, man. Hats off to that guy. That guy's a fucking...
Alex is freaking nuts, right?
Oh, my God.
Pushes off Herb Dean, he gets nailed in the body. They say,
stop.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Herb, don't fuck this up. Herb, stay the fuck up. Damn, man.
When you're there for that and experience that, that probably makes you wanna run through a freaking wall right then and there, right?
Fuck, I want to fight right now. This is crazy, bro. And you know, it's one of those things of high level guys that I always love. You know, like a wrestler that'll have like a unstoppable double leg. Like let's say Burroughs for everybody knows he's gonna shoot the double leg from outside, but you can't stop it. No matter how much video you watch, no matter how much drills you do, you can't. It's like the same thing with Pereira. Everybody knows he's got this left hook, this anesthesia, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's just one guy after another, and you could just go down the list. Bro. It's just so special to see a guy like that. And you can't stop his left hook. They can't get under him, take him down. They can't block it. It's just his timing on it is perfect. The leverage that he generates. It's one of the most beautiful things in MMA right now, that damn left hook.
By the way, this might be a crazy question, but have you been to New York since the fight against Nate?
Yeah, many times.
You've been here. Okay, so this is not your first time back.
No.
I saw you took a picture outside of Trump Tower today.
Trump power, baby.
If like, who do you think he was rooting for when you fought Colby? Honestly, because I see Colby with him. You know this for a fact?
100%.
Well, why do you think that is?
Ask him.
Has he told you this?
Ask him.
Okay.
I won't put words in
Do
that
you think
man's
he
mouth.
likes Colby?
I don't think he cares for him.
You think he likes you more?
I mean, he said it to his face the other day. He's like, I better against you a lot of times. Man, come on. And
How do you think that made him feel?
Who, Colby?
Yeah.
Colby knows it's all a fake in the front. Like, he doesn't know anything about politics. Right. He doesn't give a fuck if Joe Biden wins or Trump wins. To him, it's all like, do I have some money to go to the casino? That's all he gives a fuck about. He knows not. Have a conversation with Colby. Do you ever talk to Colby?
He doesn't talk to me anymore, no, unfortunately.
I wonder why. You know,
I wonder why too.
He doesn't talk to fucking anybody, you know, because he's a fucking rat, and people eventually find out what type of rat that he is. He's the biggest fucking comedian. John Jones warned me about him, and I was like, you know, man, fucking 100% true. Woodley was telling me about him, 100% true. Anybody that's ever gotten to actually know this motherfucker hates this motherfucker with a passion. You know, if Trump actually got to even kind of close to know him, you know, look, this is why I know Trump don't like him, because Trump don't like quitters, excuse makers, and anything. You took your ass whooping, you lost. Colby said on the fucking press conference that they robbed him of the decision because he's associated with Trump. Right. Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking delusional? How hard did I hit you that, or allegedly did I hit you that day outside that shit, huh? Yeah, and I know Justin was saying whatever the fuck he was saying. That fucking pussy of Justin wasn't there. I didn't sucker punch nobody. Motherfucker saw me face to face, and then we went at it. If all that sucker punching shit, or I don't know what that other fucking podcast wannabe comedian was saying that I jumped him and this and that, if that would have happened, I would have caught serious charges now. Right. But when all the light and all the evidence was shown out, they were like, yeah, this is a fist fight between two pro fighters. One of them just threatened to kill this motherfucker if he runs into him in the street. And that was Colby, that had just made a video with I forget what podcasters he had just done a video with, just threatened me that if he sees me on the street, he's gonna fucking kill me. It just so happens I'm on my way to get some acai and I run into you, motherfucker, what's up? Kill my ass, right? That's why I ain't getting no charges off of it, no nothing, because I ain't doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Two pro fighters getting in the fight is a sucker punch, so it's just an Gaethje fuck face. Shut the fuck up, man. Because I ain't never sucker punched nobody in my life. I don't have to do that shit. I've done it, but when I was a kid in different situations, life or death situations. But a coward like Colby, I don't got to sucker punch his bitch ass. What's up? What were you saying?
Can you call Trump right now? Like, not on the show, but like, do you have? Is that how it works? How does that work? Like, can you?
Do I have his number?
Like, can you text him?
Do we talk in text?
Yeah. Wow. And will he be at your fight?
I don't think so.
Will he be at your fight?
I'm hoping so, man. But you know, I just wouldn't want to ever put that much pressure on him, because he's got an election to win. He's got much bigger fish to fry than showing up to an event, you know. So obviously, I would fucking love Trump to be there. But he's got to save this country, man. I don't know what he's going to be doing or what he's going to be doing, but his people know that I'm fighting, and we'd love for him to be there. If he can make it, he'll make it. And if he can't, man, I know he's saving this country, you know?
You guys are doing 4 stops on this tour.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Draining.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Nah, you know,
because you still have tomorrow.
And you saw me since like when you know me, like 2011.
Oh yeah, no, I think 09. I think it was like
09. You're right.
Yamada.
09, since 09. You know, and it took me a lot to get used to like the interview world and all the media and stuff. I just want to train and fight at the end of the day. But the big part of me understands that to sell these fights, these pay-per-views, I have to do this. So do I want to go on tour and go to all these different cities? Not 100%. You know, I'm still training, I'm still doing my thing. But really, I just want to, you know, train and stuff. And yeah, it's draining, but it's the nature of the beast, man. Somebody's got to sell these pay-per-views, because it ain't going to be Nate, you know?
Well, I noticed it's Vegas, New York, Dallas, and then Cali, right? LA?
Miami.
Oh, okay. Miami. No Dallas.
No Dallas, Miami.
Okay, Miami. Okay, that's gonna be a scene.
Yeah, Miami should be fun.
So he's going to Miami.
I don't know. The rumors say he's going to Miami.
Okay, do you think there's a chance he skips it?
I don't know. I didn't say that either.
All right,
I don't fucking know. For all these press conferences, I don't know. I see it when I believe it. You know.
Okay. Do you feel like you have to bring different stuff to all the press conferences?
I just keep shedding light and revealing more things about you know, why I think he didn't want to fight me. Then he can answer me that, because he was always saying in the UFC that I'm ducking him. Well, you know, I went and fought for the world title. You know, I wasn't ducking anybody. I just literally was fighting for the world title.
Right.
Then after that, there was some fucking confusion between the camps of why I couldn't get done. Maybe it was because the old people used to manage me, and you know they weren't the best at communicating with other fucking camps, and it just couldn't get fucking done. You know, so I went and fought the #1 guy in the world at the time, and then after that I went and fought the #4 guy in the world. So it was like, shit, it could have got done, but you know, it didn't happen. Now it's getting done. So what's the excuse? You know, so show up and go.
And by the way, I saw in Miami when Jake was there, you guys did like a whole thing.
Yeah, we did a little podcast.
Yeah. So
I don't have a problem with the guy. You know, it's not personal to me. You know, but he gets mad every time I say my opinion. You know, and that the UFC doesn't fucking want to let me fight. Whatever, bro. Fucking,
I thought you buried the hatchet.
But there was no hatchet. I don't.
Well,
I'm upset that he would call me out to MMA because I know he's trying to get views up when he knows he would never get in a fucking cage with me. Like in a boxing ring, yeah, he'll get in a boxing ring with me. But in a cage, that guy they couldn't pay him to get in the cage with me. As a matter of fact, I'm just being an idiot now, even entertaining this. He's never been in a fucking cage. I've been my whole life in the fucking cage, you know? It's very different than the boxing ring. The conditioning that you have to build up for it, for your legs to get kicked, your ribs to get kicked, your arms to get kicked, go do that first. And then when you're done doing that, then go get the grappling condition. Because if I decide to high crotch you, and pick you up in the air and slam you through the canvas, what are you gonna do to stop that? There's nothing you can do to stop. So for you to call me out in MMA, fucking boils my blood. But it's not like I got any personal problems with the dude. I wish him the best, bro. You know, I hope he does well.
How do you feel about the Tyson fight?
You know, it's just Tyson's old, man. You know, how old is he exactly?
He's gonna be 58.
You know, and father time is not good to anybody, especially combat athletes. You know, that put in so many work. He's been getting hit by heavyweights his whole life, so I don't know how much of Tyson is left. You know. You know what I'm saying? And really, and here I don't dislike Jake in a way like that, like on a personal level, like Colby and shit like that. You know, I actually like his story because he shared a story before with me on how he got into boxing, and the discipline of boxing is what got him out of the evils of like Hollywood and all that stuff and the lifestyle he was living. So I give it up to him. That's fucking awesome, but don't get ahead of yourself and call me out in MMA because you know you're not gonna do that ever in your life, ever.
Is there a resolution in sight for your father? Is there something?
We're working on it. You know, he's got court coming up soon, and we're gonna be good.
So but not before this fight. Like he won't.
Yeah, before the fight.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be a huge weight lift off your shoulders, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so soon.
Very soon.
Okay, wow. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
So June 1st, Nate Diaz. Is it cruiserweight? No, it's 195, right?
175.
175. Okay, 195. Main event, pay-per-view. You said it's on Fight Pass. Is it going to be on all like DirecTV as well, or is it just Fight Pass?
Just Fan Meal and Fight Pass. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Fanmeal.com, fightpass.com.
And you guys announced also Ryan Garcia's brother.
Yeah.
On the card, Fernando Vargas' son.
Yep.
Anthony Pettis against Chris Avila. Yep. And I'm assuming more to come. Any other names?
Way more to come. We're very close to getting a big boxing match. 2 boxers on the card that are gonna fucking do very
known
well.
Names.
Pretty fairly known, pretty decent known. Yeah.
You want to tell us or not yet?
I can't say it.
Okay.
I can't say it. And they hit me with fines and shit.
8 rounds or 10 rounds?
For mine?
Yeah.
10.
10, okay. This is big time stuff.
Yeah.
You feel good about it?
I feel great.
Confident?
I feel great. So confident.
Wish it was tomorrow.
I wouldn't mind if it was right now. Right now?
You could do 175 right now?
Right now, I probably weigh like 2.
No, you did that already. I tried to get you back. You did the same joke on me. I tried to get you.
I hit you twice with it, man. Yeah. I can't tell you how much I weigh because if it was just me and you, I'd tell you. There's people listening.
Yeah, that's right. They're spies. They're spies.
What do you got a good eyeball. What do you think I weigh right now?
I think 185.
You got a good eyeball.
I mean, in that range, that's fine. That's easy work for you.
Yeah, easy.
And how big are the gloves?
Tenors.
Tenors, okay. No. And you're training at
anything less is like you got to be a less weight class. I think it's like maybe 154 and under's 8 ounces.
And you're training out of Vegas for this one? No Miami?
Out of Vegas.
Taking it super serious.
Yeah.
And I heard...
Jorge Masvidal, man, I left
legend.
Everything back there. Yeah, super duper legend. I mean, if you don't know who this guy is, do some research on him. This guy's fucking... He's made so many champions from scratch to zero, and then he's had a lot of big names as well. So I was very honored that he'd even take the opportunity, you know. And I went to like 3 different boxing camps. I went to Capetillo's as well, and it was like I known this motherfucker forever, you know.
Wow.
And also he's a Latin dude like myself, so we had a lot of, like, it was just, we just clicked so fucking hard, so fast. And then, you know, he's a worker. Every day he's got me working like a dog. Twice a day, Monday through Saturday, I see this motherfucker and we get after, you know.
Wow.
And of course I got Paulino Hernandez, my coach since a kid, since I started with me, and they're full-time as well as like the second in command, and he just oversees everything, make sure that what Capetillo's instructions he's giving to me, I understand them and I carry him out. But it's a different grind, man. You know, I've always been in Florida. Coconut Creek is like an hour away, so I'm always like with my kids in and out of their life. You know, this is different. I've had to leave them full time now, and I fly back every so often to come see them. But
that's tough.
I'm not.
For how long? Like, when did this start?
January.
Wow, January, June. No wonder you wanted the fight to be in March or April, huh?
Second week of January, you know, and it's, and by the time the fight comes, it'll be like 6 months. My kid's been over there and I've been over here, so I definitely miss him. But you know, it's rough and tough, but somebody's got to pay for it. You know, I can tell you honestly, right now, I'm in like the best shape of my life that I've been in really, really, really long time. You know. And
Roberto Duran gonna stop by?
Oh hell yeah, he's gonna stop by for a couple weeks. We're gonna bring him out, the legend himself.
Oh, you're getting tired on me.
No.
I'm boring
I've been up since like 5 in the morning. No, I've been up since like 5 in the morning. Got to get these runs before the weight comes.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But yeah, Duran's going to be with me like 2 weeks in the training camp, and then he'll definitely be at the fight ringside, you know, 100%.
Last question, when's the next...
questions you want, don't let the...
No, it's all good. No, listen, I can take a hint.
Where's the food you promised?
I can take a hint. Oh, we've got a nice little cafeteria, granola bars and stuff in there.
You promised me cheeseburgers, pizza.
You can't do that.
I'm good on
oh, this is the hat? Yeah, we can put it on the set. I got to put it right here.
Dade County.
Shout out. Although I hate the Miami Heat.
Why?
Nah, fuck them. I'm a Knick fan. Fuck the Heat.
Get it.
You know, I gotta rep.
I get it.
When's the next Gamebred?
FC. Yeah. We're working on it. We got some big names.
Okay.
I know you've been watching. A lot of people watching. Yeah. Everybody's asking me. We're coming out with a seller card pretty soon.
Are you putting that on the side?
No. Because I got my lane. Yeah. Which is, you know, recruiting, matchmaking, promoting, and then there's other lanes where they're still doing their thing. We got just about done, so maybe in about 2-3 weeks time, we're gonna fucking announce a nice card, another one that's gonna make
a bare knuckle MMA.
Oh yeah, bare knuckle MMA, baby. Okay, that's all we're announcing, bare knuckle MMA, man.
That's the main thing now.
Yeah,
because you dabbled in the boxing last year.
We're still doing the boxing. Okay, this is Gamebred boxing.
Yeah.
With me,
right?
You know, and we got the Gamebred bare knuckle. And we're going to keep riding them horses right there, all the way to the Kentucky Derby. I
actually think, I saw you at the press conference on Friday, this last thing, and I think that all your reps, for lack of a better word, promoting over the last year plus has now turned you into a greater interview and a greater, like on the stage on Friday at the presser, I felt like you were in like promoter mode, but like you understood what to do. You weren't just sitting there and waiting for people to ask you questions. And I think that's part of what you've learned over the past year, because you've had to promote. You've had to be Dana White, right? You've had to be, and that has made you into like a better orator. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. You know, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
You know, so
now you get it now.
Me promoting a lot of these guys that I see a big bright future in Gamebred, bare knuckle, it just helps out definitely, especially with
the gift of gab. Thank you for stopping by. The man, Jorge. Some people still call you George, but
people do.
Only like the close ones are allowed to call you George.
Not George, man. Just because they want to fuck with me, bro.
They want it,
right? They're like.
What does Lambert call you, George?
No, he only calls me one thing, Georgie.
Georgie.
He knows I fucking hate it.
Oh, really?
He calls me Georgie.
And you don't like that?
I'm not a fan of it, man. My name is Jorge. You know what I mean? Okay. But you know, Dan, I can't. That's the American top team commander-in-chief, our fucking general.
Yes.
You know, more than a godfather. That guy's a fucking fearless, relentless leader. So Dan can basically call me with a fucking.
Okay, fair enough. Are you okay with when I call you Jorge?
Jorge's the best.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure.
You're my brother.
Because people are like, you don't say the
Georgie.
You don't say the you know. But
call me whatever you want, bro. You're my brother, man.
Much love. There he is. June 1st, Kia Forum, Inglewood, California. It's Masvidal Diaz 2. It's Diaz Masvidal 2, and I think it should be. There it is. I think it should be 2. I know it's a different sport, but I feel like there should be a 2 on there.
Different sport, man.
And why does he get the full name and you get just your name?
Because, you know what I'm saying, the dude's a diva, man. He said, if it ain't like this, I ain't fighting that. And if it ain't, because when people see me walking out first, they're gonna be like, but then he whooped this dude's ass. Just remember, this dude said he wouldn't fight if he didn't walk out last, because, you know, it's real fighting, and I'm a real fighter, you know? But yet sounds like you really don't want to fight me, though, dog.
Well, tomorrow in New York City, there's the second stop. Later on in the week, it's Miami, and then it all gets wrapped up in Cali.
I just found out I'm not allowed to do flying knees, though. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
That's why I want to get Ben's bitch ass in some boxing, too. I was
you really?
Yeah, well, I want, you know, just kind of want to punch.
You talk to him?
Dude. Nah, we just send him offers and shit.
Okay, and what does he say?
He's a bum. We offered him all types of money. He's a bum. He didn't want to take it, bro.
I think
he
he's
wants
done.
to sit in his garage and do podcasts and talk about wanting to fight me MMA, but nah, I'm not in MMA. I'm offering you a boxing fight, which I just found out you can't do flying knees, Ben. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello,
So
you know?
Yeah.
Come on, come box, Ben. I'll knock you the fuck out. What's that other fucker, what's the name? Kobe's ex-boyfriend, Chael Sonnen.
I didn't even.
That motherfucker too. He can get it.
You guys, I need to figure it. He went on like a rampage, by the way.
Rampage, huh?
Did you see that? All the tweets.
I've seen that, man. But I'm not like a Twitter guy, bro. I'm just.
Oh my gosh, it was like 20 tweets.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? That a man could be that obsessed with me. And that's what I do. Look at this Gaethje motherfucker. He just sounds like he's obsessed with me. Look at Chad. These motherfuckers just fall in love with me, man. But when they see me, it ain't.
Did you see him at the event? He was there on Saturday.
Who?
Chael.
Nah, I ain't see his ass.
Me too. That could be the second fight.
I don't know about Chael being the second fight, man. It's just fun. It's just fun to talk shit with him and stuff. But that dude ain't gonna get into a box.
You don't think so?
Not after what he sees. What I'm gonna do to his friend Nate. You know.
Okay.
You're not gonna get in there, man.
Well, I can't wait. Good luck to you in training. Thank you for stopping by.
I'm having a hard time leaving, bro.
I know. Is there anything else you want to say?
First and foremost, I want to thank my biggest sponsor.
Yes, please.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
God
shout
Almighty,
out.
thank you always for God for putting me in these situations and showing me the way and just, you know, hitting me with the signs even when I don't want to see them, you know. So definitely shout out to God, shout out to American Top Team. I'm not preparing with them. They gave me everything in life, all the tools that I ever needed in life to go and succeed. So shout out to American Top Team, and the whole gym over there, from the athletes to every single trainer that's over there. Shout out to Dean Tool, Victoria Gonzalez for making it happen. And Capetillo, Paulino Hernandez, without all these people that I mentioned, Chris Noria, this wouldn't be possible. So I'm excited, brother.
And shout out to Cafecito.
Cafecito, huh? You like that Cafecito?
I love it. They have any good ones here in New York? They have any good Cuban coffee in New York?
Oh, they gotta have. They gotta have.
Have you ever had?
Yeah, I just can't remember. Roberto Duran, my fight with Nate Diaz, he actually took me to this Cuban place, right?
No way.
Yeah, that he would always go to before his fights. He's like, you're gonna love this place. I used to go here before all my fights. And we get there, like, it's a Cuban-ass place, bro. Fucking great food. The name's gonna come to me right now.
In New York City?
In New York City. And for starters, this is one of the rowdiest people I've ever met in my life. Yeah, they always say, don't meet your heroes because they let you down. This guy I couldn't believe how great he is. For starters, to start the conversation, he's drinking whiskey with milk.
What?
I never seen that I've never seen this in my life. And he's going into stories and he's like, drinks another one. He's like drinking, now he's starting to get loose. And his like family members and daughters are like, nah, man, Master, I was riling him up too much. And they're trying to calm him down, talking to him in Spanish, but I understand perfectly.
This is before the fight or after the fight?
This is the day of the weigh-ins. This is the day right before. Shit. And he had like 3 of these whiskey things already, and he starts saying stories, and he'll say a story, and then he'll like punchline and then punch me in the leg and and he gives me the first one. I'm like, damn, he still got it, bro. I felt that. And then he gives me the second one, and then he gives me the third one. By the fourth, I was like, oh, he hits me again. I'm not again. I didn't know I go, bro, I'm gonna fight tomorrow. You're here.
Yeah.
Actually, now they're starting to go through. By the fourth one, he's like, oh, sorry, I forgot. He finds somebody else. He'll say a joke, and I punch him. But he's the fucking greatest ever, man. And he just he had a tough time right now. So shout out to my boy, always, bro. He's fucking back. He's got the pacemaker. He's doing great. We're gonna have him out there for the fights. So one of the biggest legends that ever
of course
lived in the sport. So I'm just I'm very happy that I even got to meet him, man.
Incredible, man. Milk with whiskey, huh?
Milk.
Did you try it? Well, not before the fight, obviously, but
nah, I didn't.
Not since.
That combination just sounded like bus.
Yeah, a little
it's too manly for me. There's some things that I just.
You said no mas. To the milk with whiskey. Yes,
no mas to the whiskey milk, man.
All right, Jorge Masvidal, June 1st. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel, so please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.